up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Stack Bitcoin Show. My name is Roman, and we are here to saving Bitcoin all day. Man, how's it going, everybody? Happy Monday. Glad to be back here, slaying, stacking them sats. Bitcoin had a nice little pump last night, back up to 122,000? Yeah, 122,000, and now it's back a little bit down to 118. But let's see where it goes from here, right? Are we going to see a new all-time high soon? Are we going back down? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Hard Huddle in the house. Round of applause for the live studio audience for Mr. Hard Huddle. Thanks for tuning in. Alrighty, so that's the question of the day. But really, guys, all we're gonna do here is, buy more Bitcoin. That's the plan. We buy more Bitcoin. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Got a lot of stuff done this weekend. I went out multiple times to I don't know what we call it, like a food court, the park, another food court, a couple restaurants, and I did not leave at home my sketch pad. So I must have caricatured like at least, I don't know, maybe 20 people, maybe 20 people in the last couple of days, right? Possibly more. I set up on at one of the places I went to go eat. I set up on a table. Like, so you're looking at the restaurant from the top view, right? The entrance is up here, and there was a table right here. And I sat on this table facing that way, facing out, and everybody was in line to buy their food, right? So I had a line of people. I could caricature. It was cool. And I was like, I think my goal with that is to, I would look up and pick a person I was in a caricature, and I would immediately try to pick out a feature that stuck out, right? And try to draw the person without looking at them too many times, right? So I got it down to like maybe like two or three glances. Two or three, maybe four or five glances at somebody before I could start drawing them, right? Or actually, while I was drawing them. And I think it helps. I think not being able to stare at somebody and see what they look like makes your drawing a little bit more loose, a little bit more, free. It's hard to explain. But that and doing so many kind of at a fast pace, it was a good little warm up. It was a good little way to get set up. So it was cool. I could feel myself getting a better feel for sketching faster and drawing people faster. So we'll see how that journey continues. It's still pretty fun. And I think one of my goals here is to be in a situation like that where I'm just drawing people that are sitting next to me or standing around next to me, right? And my goal is for one of them to say, "Is that me?" Hey, if that happens, I'm there. I'm winning. If that happens, I'm there, right? I want somebody to recognize themselves in a caricature that I'm doing, without them knowing that I'm doing a caricature, right? So some people get curious. It's a giant notepad. What's this guy drawing? It's a giant notepad. You're curious, right? You just want to look. Some of the people in that line that I was describing, it was at a Creole place. Some of the people on the line noticed what I was doing, and I could see them looking back to see who it was, right? But I don't know. If you notice somebody caricaturing you, would you say something to them? Right, that's another thing too. So anyway, I thought they were pretty close. And then we got to this other place, had dinner, and there was like a fire pit. It was like a food court type of place, but like a nice restaurant style food court, I guess you could say. It's basically a bunch of restaurants inside of this big place, and you could just walk around like a mall, but they're all restaurants, and you could choose whatever restaurant you wanted to eat. But anyways, outside of that place, right out front, the weather was excellent. and they had this like, it was like a round fire pit. It's pretty big, maybe like 12 feet across. So you could fit like, they had like I don't know, 10 of those kind of like those recliner chairs. They're not really, they don't recline. They're already reclined, right? And so we took up some of those seats, and then whoever sat in the seat in front of me or off to the side next to me, I would caricature them. So that's pretty cool because people were showing up there and waiting for the rest of their party to get there, and then I was sitting there just drawing everybody, and it was pretty fun. That was pretty fun too. That's where I felt like I was gonna have somebody say like, "Oh, that's me," right? But it didn't happen. So we'll see when it happens. When it happens, I'll let you guys know. Satwise Jack's in the house. What up, Satwise? Satwise, we're doing another project on the side to acquire more Bitcoin. I think I showed you already. Let the sats flow though. Yeah, let the sats flow through you. Yes. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh my gosh, hang on. Yeah, dude, that's a really good one. We do like a Darth Vader-ish looking character, right? With like this and like a lightsaber that's orange, and he's saying let the sats flow through you. That would look awesome. That would look awesome. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that one. I'm gonna do that one. Let me write that down. Let me write that down because that's a really good one. I have a file here called. Sorry for the loud jet noise, guys. It's America flying overhead. Let's see here. I have a file here called "Shirt Ideas I Stole from McLovin and Hard Hodl." Let me look it up. Sorry, it's super loud, guys. While the jet's flying overhead, I'll look for the shirt. Here it goes. Shirt ideas I stole from McLovin and Hard Hodl. We have a mini bike that says mini bike maxi stack. That's a good one. We have stay stacked or get capped or get clapped financially. That's a good one. And this one is let the sats flow through you. That's a good one. That's a good one. Let the sats. Yeah, let the sats flow through you. And that'll be like the emperor convincing somebody, right? I like that one. I'll wear that for Comic-Con. Okay, cool. All right. So then in place of let the force be with you. In place of let the force be with you. No, it's let the hate flow through you when he's trying to convince I think it's Luke to the dark side. When he's trying to convert him to be in the dark side. Yeah, Palpatine, let the hate flow through. Yeah, that's it. But may the force be with you. That's a good one too. I use that in my fishing channel. I say may the bite be with you. It's kind of cool. It's my sign off over there. May the bite be with you. For Bitcoin, may the sats be with you. May the satoshis be with you. Right. Anyway, it was super good. Super good. Okay. All right. Let's let the sats flow through you. I like that one. Draw a spotty. Yeah. So I drew that spotty back there. This guy. Spotted Bay Bass. Anyway, so yeah, it's good. So it was a good weekend. I got a lot of stuff done, a lot of hanging out with the fam. And today was back to school day for the boys. So they're back at school learning a bunch of stuff probably that they're not even going to need, honestly. And learning to be cogs in the machine, I guess. Oh man. Yeah, it's a drawing. I drew that a while ago. It was one of my first products, I guess you could say, for my website, for my fishing stuff. It's pretty crazy, huh? Yeah, I'll show you some. I know this is not related, but I'll show you some of my designs here. Let's see, browse. Oops. Let's go here. There it goes. All right, there's some of my designs here. I had this is a club I used to have. A club I used to had together, but now the club was dissolved, so I didn't remove that. But here's the spotty stuff. I made a Bay Bass Pro sticker instead of a Bass Pro Shop sticker. With the spotted Bay Bass, and this is the actual flag. All right. Pretty crazy, huh? Put that on our kayaks. It's pretty big. It's a good sized flag. What else did I have in here? I had like it's my halibut design. I even had a pin of these made. I don't even know where the pins are. I have some. I think I have some left over. But it's actually right here. An angry halibut. And what else? Oh yeah, a Spotty Bay comic book. I made a Spotty Bay comic. It was like a single slide. I wonder if that has its own site. Let's see. It should. Oh, I think it just takes you to here. This is my favorite. This is one of my favorite ones right here. This one. So it says, "Whoa, those gotta be real." And the other fish is like, "Easy, Wyatt." He's like, "I gotta make my move," and the guy's like, "Oh boy." And then he charges. He charges the A rig, which is a bunch of little baits on a bunch of wires, so it looks like a school of bait. So he thought it were actual baits. He thought they were real, but he ends up getting caught in the A rig. Anyway, talk about sidetrack. Jeez. Anyway, yeah, pretty fun stuff. All right, let's get back to the regularly scheduled content, boys. All right, so let's kick things off officially with today's Bitcoin strength. Today, the price of Bitcoin is $118,996.92. It seems like we've been here before. 940 Satoshis for one single dollar today. What is a Satoshi? A Satoshi is a fraction of a Bitcoin. If you just like a dollar is made up of 100 cents, a Bitcoin is made up of 100 million Satoshis. So when you see the price of Bitcoin at 119,000, don't think that you have to have 119,000 to get started. You can get started with as little as $1, 50 cents even, depending on your exchange. You don't save up to buy Bitcoin, you save in Bitcoin, all right? And today, if you had been walking down the street, you saw a penny, you picked it up, and all the day you'll have good luck, but also you'll have enough to buy about 8.4 Satoshis, okay? So that is the Bitcoin strength, brought to you by timechainstats.com. We've been using them for a long time, but they have a lot of cool ways to display data, and there's a ton that we don't look at here on the show that you can go and play with and learn about the different things to do with the Bitcoin network. Really cool stuff. Okay. Ooh, stocks versus Bitcoin. Dang, what is this? MSCR strategy versus BTC. Oh, that's cool. Interesting. All right. Back to reality. All right. So that was the Bitcoin strength. But yeah, it's pretty crazy the way that things are moving right now. A lot of weirdness in the market, and I don't know. I'm still feeling like I don't have enough Bitcoin, of course. And I've been working my strategies, guys. I've been working my my side hustles, I guess you could say, right? I finished the website for the caricature stuff. I finished the website, and what else did I do? I got the orders working now. Let's see, where am I? I finished the website. Oh, I caricatured myself to put on the logo. Look at. I gave myself a big old fat head, and I got this working. I changed the color theme from red to orange, so it's easier. I committed to doing the 7x5 cards instead of a giant sheet of paper, so it's $10 per face, and the cart is not working. I'm working on making some examples so I can put some samples up here on the little carousel at the bottom. But the site is actually functioning. It's working. I need to do one more thing though on here. I think I need to do the. Oh yeah, figure out a way to make this to figure out a way to accept Bitcoin, right? So, and maybe even mention on here that something about Bitcoin caricaturist. You know, I might even get an extra domain just to redirect it here. Let's see if it's available. Let's see. What would be a good URL, like Bitcoin caricature? Bitcoin caricatures is available, but it's so long. Anyway, I'm not gonna sit here and try to pick a URL on the live stream. It's something I might add, or I might just add romdraws.com/Bitcoin and have that be like the Bitcoin pricing, like the hidden scene or something, or just the details for Bitcoin for paying in Bitcoin. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll say I'll have a little option here. It says order now, and then I'll have a little button next to it that says pay with Bitcoin or order with Bitcoin, and that'll take it to that other page. Yeah, that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do, because it'd be cool to have a Bitcoin option, because that's ultimately the goal. And if I could just get the Bitcoin straight up on the Lightning Network, then that'll help us grow the stack, right? So, all right, cool. All right, let's get into the next topic of the show. Why we stack for beginners, for the new people. Anybody watching here for the first time, welcome to the show. My name is Roman. We're here buying Bitcoin Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're buying $20 a day, every weekday. And we're showing the journey of getting from 0 BTC to 1 Bitcoin, and showing that it's not too late to start and that you're just in time. Okay? You get Bitcoin at the price you deserve, and at first that sounds a little harsh. It sounds a little mean, but it's true. You get Bitcoin at the price you deserve, and today, if you start today, you get the Bitcoin at the price of 119,000, right? And that is the price you deserve. And in 10 years, when Bitcoin is wherever it's at, people are going to ask you, what price did you get your Bitcoin at? And you're going to say, I got it at the price I deserved. And they're going to say, what price is that? You can tell them if you want to, but you can tell them, or you don't have to tell them if you want to, or you can tell them and say, I got it at 119,000. That was the price I deserved. What price do you deserve? All right, guys, to keep it short and sweet and to the point, why do we save in Bitcoin? If you were on the street and you stopped me because I was wearing my Bitcoin hat, my Bitcoin sweater, my Bitcoin microphone right there, and you said, all right, Bitcoin guy, I've seen your show a couple of times, but just tell me as quick as you can, why should I save in Bitcoin? I would say, well, this is why you should save in Bitcoin. You should save in Bitcoin because saving in Bitcoin is like traveling back in time and giving yourself a perpetually increasing retroactive raise for the hours you've already worked for, as long as you hold a Bitcoin that represents those hours. And you would say, wow, I don't know what that means. Does not compute. Maybe your head would, you would glitch out. But you could come back to the show and listen to that statement over and over again until it starts to make sense to you, right? Because that statement is dense. I don't expect you to understand it all at once, but you need to hear the whole truth before you can start dissecting the truth and starting to validate each part of that statement, right? How is it going back in time? I don't get that part. Well, let's figure it out, right? You're traveling back in time and getting a raise for the hours you've already done. How is that possible? Well, it's possible because you're holding the value of that hour in Bitcoin, and as Bitcoin continues to appreciate in value, the hourly rate that you got paid for that hour increases, because that hour is now represented as something that's preserving its value, if not actually increasing its value, right? So your 1 hour of labor continues to gain purchasing power over time the longer you hold that Bitcoin, right? So that's pretty cool. So with knowing that, understanding that, you can see how saving in Bitcoin is like going back in time and giving yourself a perpetually increasing retroactive raise, right? That's how it works. Okay. All right. That is why we stack. And now we're moving on back to the regularly back to the. Oh, I'm already on the home screen. Back to the screen. All right. So it's been a good weekend. Hope you had a good weekend. It's been last week was a little wonky. We went down. It wasn't. I guess you couldn't officially call it a dip because we only like went down like maybe like 4 or 5%, if that. Now we're back at about 119,000, hovering around the space. We've been here before. And let's see. Last night we were all the way up as close to $122,000 Bitcoin, which put us about, I don't know, less than 1% away from a new all-time high, right? So the question is, are we going to get a new all-time high this week? Are we going to get a new all-time high this week? I don't know. If you're sitting on the sideline with some money and you're wondering to yourself, should I wait to buy some Bitcoin? Should I buy it now? Should I buy it tomorrow? Should I wait the rest of the week? Right? I don't know. This is not the show that tells you where to do that. We don't do any kind of analysis, that kind of stuff, right? We're the long-term play show. Okay, we don't try to gamble on Bitcoin. We don't try to trade Bitcoin. What we do here on the show, whether the price of Bitcoin goes up or down or continues to go sideways, is we buy Bitcoin. That's the one strategy. What's our strategy? Buy Bitcoin. But the price of Bitcoin is up. What are you gonna do now? Buy Bitcoin. But the price of Bitcoin is down. It's down so much. What are you gonna do next? Buy Bitcoin. That's all we do. It's a one playbook. It's a one play playbook. Okay. I'm getting ready to make that book. It's called How to Save in Bitcoin, right? The playbook. And it's gonna have all of my trading strategies, all of my Bitcoin saving strategies in one book. It's gonna be a book, 100 pages, all right? And each page is, I know it'll be a book. Here's what I'm making. I'm making a Bitcoin saving strategy book, okay? And it's gonna be a book you have on your shelf, and you can look at it, and you can look at it every day of the year, and on that page, right? It's gonna have all the dates. It's gonna have all the dates. So today is August 11th. If you want to know what to do to save in Bitcoin on August 11th, you take the book, you open it to the page where it says August 11th, and it's going to tell you what to do. Okay? You know what it's going to say? It's going to say, buy Bitcoin. And then the next day, tomorrow, August 12th, you're going to look it up. You'll be like, all right, well, I wonder what the strategy is for this year, for this day. So you look it up, and you open it up, and you're going to go to page August 12th, and you're gonna read it, and it's gonna say, buy Bitcoin. All right, it's gonna be 365 pages of daily Bitcoin advice. Okay. Note to self: I'm gonna make that Bitcoin savings not strategy. What do you call it? What do you call it? Plays? No. Game plan. Playbook. Yeah, Bitcoin savings playbook. It'll be available soon. It's gonna be great. All right. So that's coming down the pipe. Okay, if you guys want to get it, let me know. You can have you can pre-order a signed copy. Okay. It'll be a gag gift. You can get it for somebody that doesn't know about Bitcoin. Okay, so that said, let's move on to the next topic of the show, of course, and that is the stack recap, because we don't only talk about stacking Bitcoin here Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern. We actually do it every weekday, and this is our stack so far in 2025, $4,700. $780 saved into Bitcoin. We've accumulated 0.50 Satoshis. Sorry, Bitcoin. 5,015,300 Satoshis have been added to our stack in 2025. That Bitcoin today is worth about $5,969. That's a 24% move up. That's not bad in the past 8 months and 11 days. In 2024, we did the same thing. We saved $7,245, and that's currently worth $14,570 for an 98% gain. And for the whole lifespan of the show, we've saved $15,609, and that's currently worth $33,309 today, for a gain of 113%. I was going to say 1,000. So that is slow and steady. We have breached the 41 million Satoshi mark. 41 million Satoshi mark. We are currently at 0.41205,101 Bitcoin. That's including all of our purchases on the show here through the DCA process and all of our other side hustle things that we've been doing to accumulate extra Bitcoin so that we can get to 1 Bitcoin on the show. Okay. Our 100-day Bitcoin savings challenge is almost over. We are on day, oops. What is it? Oh, here it is. We are on day, actually today is day 22, I think. So yesterday was 2810. Yeah, I need to buy for today, but so far so good. We have 23 days left in the challenge. We've saved $3,132, and right now it's currently worth $3,350. So we have a little bit of a gain there, right? All that we're seeing here is that it's showing you that you're better off saving in Bitcoin than you are saving in dollars. And the longer you hold that Bitcoin, the more and more your savings will be worth. All right. So with all of that, our current Bitcoin holdings are again 0.41205,101 Bitcoin. And that is the stack recap. Dang. Slow and steady, guys. All right, so good to go. Now, the next order of business, of course, is, of course, the price of Bitcoin is well above our average buy price for 2025. So today we're going to buy $20 worth of Bitcoin live during the show right now, actually, right now. So now that we know how much Bitcoin we're going to buy, there's only one thing left to do. It's time to stack some Bitcoin. Where's my phone at? Where's my phone? It is. Bam. Okay. Let's see. Going over to the Strike app. While I'm loading up the Strike app, guys, tomorrow I might have something at work that I can't move, so I might have to skip tomorrow. But we'll see how it goes. I might have to travel for work, but I won't know for sure until later today. So I'll put it up in the community tab. Okay. All right. Here it is. Strike. $20. Next. Put in my funding source. Got the confirmation page. Cut the music. Drum roll, please. Hit confirm. Buying $20 worth of Bitcoin right now on the Stack Bitcoin show. August 11th. The stack has been stacked. And now we chill. We just bought an additional 16,630 Satoshis for the stack. And let's put it in. Today is 8/11/25. And the price of Bitcoin we deserve today is $119,182.20 Bitcoin. We put $20 into it, and we got 0.000166630 Bitcoin. Okay. And that's 16,630 Satoshis added to the stack. And we continue the journey to getting to 1 whole Bitcoin. Let's update the spreadsheet over here for the whole strategic Bitcoin reserve of the show. It's a lot of green up there, not a lot of red. Boom, 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 boom. The Bitcoin playbook available soon, where I discuss, where it's going to be, it's a calendar worth of knowledge. It's daily advice on what you should do to save in Bitcoin. It'll be hitting the stores soon. The Stack Bitcoin Show Bitcoin Savings Playbook, available soon. Okay, so that's it. That's a stack right there. That's the way the stack crumbles, or that's the way the stack goes. We are now $10,448.66 away from half a Bitcoin. That's crazy. That's crazy. We're so far from a Bitcoin. We're so far. But hopefully, when my Bitcoin savings playbook goes and hits #1 bestseller, we'll have enough to stack the whole Bitcoin. Okay. That, or if I just get a bunch of caricature orders, okay, or one-on-one consultation calls. Okay, we're hustling, guys. We're hustling. We're definitely trying to make this one Bitcoin happen. Okay, real quick. This is pretty crazy, but that's what we got to do to make it happen. We go and we set up products, services here for the show. Okay, if you're watching the show, this is a commercial portion of the show. Okay, where I'm going to tell you the different ways that we're doing besides Bitcoin, besides YouTube, right? Actually, a good point to mention today is that we are at a new all-time high for the show as far as subscribers go. Today we are at, let me see. Okay, we were at 395, but now we're at 394. So we have a new all-time high still of 394. I don't think we highlighted it before. We lost a subscriber along the way, got lost in the sauce. But we're 6 subscribers away from hitting 400 subscribers. When we hit 400 subscribers, we're going to do something special, something celebratory for the show. So that's good. So we're making waves. We're making our way, right? The other thing that we're doing here on the show as a way to generate more revenue so that the show can get to 1 Bitcoin sooner than later is I'm doing what I'm calling Stack Bitcoin strategy calls. Okay, if you're new to Bitcoin, or if you've been watching the show and you wanted to start saving in Bitcoin like we do here on the show, but you don't want to do it on your own because you're afraid you'll lose money or you'll mess up your wallet or whatever, I can walk you through all that setup. This is not financial advice and not me trying to tell you how to save Bitcoin or how to manage your finances. All it is instruction on how to actually do something that you've already decided to do on your own. Like, you've already decided to start saving in Bitcoin. Now you just want to know how I do it and help you get set up how I do it, then you can hire me to help you set that up. Okay, so it's a 60-minute call. It costs $127, and we show up. We get you through getting set up on how to buy it, where to buy it, how to take it off the exchange, how to set up a wallet, how to transfer that onto your wallet, and all that gets done. And you can book through the website, stackbitcoinshow.com. Find a date that works for you, find a time slot that works for you, and we'll get the call set up and taken care of. Okay. Another thing is if you're already stacking Bitcoin, hold on. You can get 21% off of the price by paying in Bitcoin. You can just pay 0.0008 BTC and it'll be the same thing, right? I'll even help you get that set up so you can pay me in Bitcoin. Okay. All right. Now, if you're already stacking and you have your whole setup configured, but you like the way we track my Bitcoin here on the show, and you want to have access to that sheet, you can get access to that sheet at $17 for the ability to be able to copy my template. It comes with the actual template itself on Google Sheets, and you get a video instructions on how the template works and how you can use it. And if you buy the sheet, it's $17, or if you want to pay in Bitcoin, it's 0.00015 Bitcoin, or 15,000 Satoshis, right? Yeah, that's another product we're trying to launch. Well, we've launched. It's already launched. What am I talking about? It's already launched. Just click there. It brings you to the page. Boom. You add it to, you say, I want this right here. Oops, where's my head? You click on I want this over here, and you get it in your cart. and you pay for it, right? And you can add a tip if you want to, right? Okay. All right. That is the second product that we're doing here on the show. And again, guys, this is I'm just showing you guys. You guys already have everything you need, but I'm showing you guys because I want you guys to see what I'm doing to generate extra revenue for the show to get to that 1 Bitcoin, guys. I really want to get to that Bitcoin. All right. And then, of course, we were talking about this earlier, the ROM Draws website, which is where I'm kind of doing caricatures for doing caricatures for money remotely as gifts. Okay. So, I remember what I was going to do. I'm going to add some more templates here so you can have like it'll have somebody's face and then like you said, happy birthday or like whatever, or like family or like my favorite pet or something like that, right? That way it's like a little bit of a message. You can send a photo of somebody that you want the character to get sent out to, and I'll just send it to them directly. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, those are, oops, I wasn't even showing you that. There it is. Right there. Anyway, so yeah, that is what we've been doing. Sheesh. And of course, DCA into BTC. That's how we roll. Okay. Let's switch the song because that song is really getting on my nerves. Oh yeah. We gotta listen to that one song first. Hang on. What's it called? Is it this one? There was one that was like super sweet. This one? Was that it? The Hero's Journey one? All right, guys. Hit me with any questions in the chat. I know it's kind of a slow day today, but having fun. We got to the show pretty quickly, 38 minutes. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do the show tomorrow because I have a work thing that might conflict. But if I can, I'll be here. I'll try to let you guys know as soon as I find out. I'll post it in the community section of YouTube. But hopefully I'll be able to make it. Okay. I think the thing that I need to do might get pushed off until Thursday. Okay. All right. Well, I don't see any questions coming through. So thanks for tuning in, Hard Hodl, and Satwise Janks in the house. Thanks for tuning in, gentlemen. I really appreciate you guys showing up and supporting the show. Let's cue up the exit track because on a Monday, today, August 11th, 2025, we showed up once again, consistently stacking Bitcoin, buying every day, buying the dips, buying the pumps, buying the crabs, buy Bitcoin. That's all we do. Strategic Bitcoin savings plan reserve playbook. Buy Bitcoin. That's it. Buy Bitcoin, take custody, repeat all day, every day. All right, boys. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another episode of the Stack Bitcoin Show. But until then, remember, if you ain't stacking, you're slacking. Bye, guys.